Well, this brings us to the close of our anniversary celebration and symposium. I hope you've all had a good day. I know I've certainly had a great day. I'd like to take a moment at the end here to recognize some people who've sort of made things happen here today that you've probably interacted with but haven't had a chance to really thank them as much as I know Christine and I would thank them. And that's first the IDSS event staff, which is Flavia Cardarelli, Amy Caxer, Casey Tangren, and Kim Strample, who have all been working these many weeks of preparation to help us stay reasonably sane and as we try to put this together. Others that have been part of IDSS that have been helping us out today and up until this have been Erica Bates, Michelle Carmichael, Jeremy Rosson, and of course Beth Milne, who's the one who's been keeping the clock for those of you who have been suffering through. I'd also like to thank our student volunteers who represented both in terms of helping us with making things happen, getting things over here today, as well as, of course, those who were served as introducers for the various sessions today. And then finally, of course, there's the TPP staff themselves, Barb Delabar and Elena Byrne, without whom, as all of the students know, we wouldn't be able to function in any really sensible fashion. And then finally, of course, really sort of the instigator, the organizer, and really the conceptualizer of our day, Christine Ortiz, who has and with that, I think I'd like to offer Christine a chance for some final comments.
Thank you so much. I also had on my list to thank all these folks. It's been such an honor to work with the TPP team, including Frank, Barb, Elena, the whole IDSS team, the director of IDS, Fotini Cristia, all of the folks, many related to IDSS who agreed to participate and come. I know that I would just want to express my deepest gratitude to so many people who had Herculean efforts to be here today and have come from across the world, and those who are listening as well. It's been just an incredible day, and one that I know I'll, as I said in the beginning, is so meaningful to me personally as well. I think that when we started and I gave my opening remarks, as we all expect at MIT, we're going to hear about incredible leading-edge technologies at the highest levels of rigor that are coming out of our laboratories, and that definitely was the case today. We heard everything from energy modeling, simulation, global environmental governance and technology, the intersection, global digital ecosystems and AI situated in the history that emerged here, very close by. National security and trust from Eric Evans and Lincoln Labs. Of course, from Congresswoman Jane Harman and that incredible speech by Senator Markey, going on to hitting the most interesting and important aspects of sustainable materials and manufacturing for eco-neutral prosperity, and then just a fantastic panel at the end on the future of TPP and the future of the research university. I think that we challenged all of the speakers to think through all of their work, but also and I said this in the beginning, to engage with the profound complexity and deep intellectual questions that are emerging at the intersection of technology, humanity, society, and nature. And I have been just so inspired at the level of discourse and the thoughtfulness of our alumni and our students and beyond. My brain is going to be going for another couple weeks on that. So I have a few minor reflections, just off the cuff kind of reflections from today, and then we'll head over to the big party in Walker Memorial. I think that, one of my reflections was that the conversations that we're having here today, we had these 7 panels, are really some of the most important conversations that could be happening here at MIT. When we think about the mission of the Institute, we have these pockets of folks of excellence who are, in particular at TPP and other places on campus, as you heard from Maria, that can be synergized to really think through the implications of everything that's being developed. I mean, we're here in Kresge. We're just a few feet away from our laboratories across Mass Ave, where the technologies that are coming out of these laboratories are diffusing out into the world, and you're hearing all the implications of them, especially in particular from Senator Markey's remarks. So the technologies that we're creating these walls, I do this thing where I take pictures of the infinite corridor and say, these are the walls here, and everything many things are diffusing out of the infinite corridor into the world. And impacting things around the globe, both the technologies and our students. So I think that another thing that I took away from today is that we're really at a defining crossroads. I know people have thrown around the word an inflection point. I believe that more now than ever in hearing the panels, and that that every panel sort of highlighted these urgent challenges that demand thoughtful and deep collective action at the intersection between technology and policy and impact. My hope for today, as we continue the conversation, that's the beginning of a conversation, that we could catalyze this amazing community to come together in all of those sort of 7 areas and more. There are more areas to really think about how we can connect to the broader policy world in translation and really shift the trajectory of the technological outcomes for both the nation and the world. And TPP is this incredible gem that's been at MIT for 50 years and has already done that in many ways. And for me, this program is really what enables us to achieve the true mission of MIT, and I'll just restate it, which is to advance knowledge and educate students in science, technology, and other areas of scholarship to best serve the nation and the world in the 21st century. And to me, TPP and the TPP community is really at the forefront of what has enabled and will enable MIT to fully realize its mission. So thank you for joining us today, and I welcome all of you to join us tonight for a very big party that our amazing team, and I would say it's one of the most amazing teams at MIT, who's worked months to put this together with dedication and commitment and joy and fun. As you know, all of them. I would welcome all of you to join us at the beautiful Walker Memorial, Morse Hall, for a very fun evening tonight. Thank you very much.